Hey everyone, it's Molly the Kush RN, your host of Conversations with Kush podcast, checking in day one of NECANN. So pleased to be once again sitting down with my good friends, Frosted Lakes, DeMar and Kente. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be circling back with you to kind of get an update. Right. So talk a little bit. Let's hear from Kente actually about what Frosted Lakes means and what it is.
Frosted Lakes, we a cannabis brand, a clothing brand that started back in early 2012, late 2020 by October around.
Just celebrated 5 years.
Yeah, just celebrated our 5-year anniversary, which was awesome. We've been pushing the clothing brand, and we also had a grow facility that we were working out of in Michigan before everything became legal here in Minnesota.
Grow.
Yeah,
near and dear to my heart. Thank you.
Medical grow was everything there for patients, and now we're back here home as the laws are starting to change and getting everything situated for our new space that we're trying to have cultivation and retail out of.
Yeah.
And excited to do that with all our new clothes and stuff. So.
Yeah. What does Frosted Lakes represent?
We represent really for the people and the standard for what it is to actually have like high quality. So not only do we, put out high quality clothes and stuff, we also like high quality products. So people know us always for having good, clean stuff that, they can smoke and not have to worry about getting sick and things like that. So we've always been a brand of kind of like luxury, but anybody can be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, and you have a lot of attention to detail. I've seen the way you built your grow out in Michigan and like the attention of detail that you put into that and making sure it's really clean, and you have like epoxy floors and like all the I said it earlier and I'll say it again, you guys always lead with integrity, and that is why I always shop with you and continue to support you, because this is where I want to allocate my dollars, to the people that align with my ethos, right?
And we appreciate that. We appreciate people like you, and I think that's what makes us the brand that we are, is just the kind of character that we are as people and the people that we bring around us. I think that's a representation of what the brand is.
So lots changed in 5 years. Let's hear from you, DeMar. What's been going on? What's new and exciting?
Oh, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
We ended up getting a location in Columbia Heights, which is going to be our new home. The first location didn't end up working out, which was a huge heartbreak, and there's a lot of ups and downs in this industry. So, we put in a lot of work at this first location, ended up having to pack up and found a new home, which is off of 40th and Central now.
Okay.
So,
still in Columbia Heights.
We're still in Columbia Heights. We're right in the heart of downtown. So I honestly think this is going to be a better feel for it,
Okay.
So
it's already feeling better?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good. This one feels like home.
Good.
The other one we were working against the grain.
Sure.
And now it's really nice to have somewhere that just feels right.
Yeah.
And in the heart of downtown, you can't beat that. So.
Yeah. Those pivots are tough, but sometimes necessary, and I feel like you do find your lane and you're feeling like, yes, this is like markedly different from how it was feeling 6 months ago.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you found that.
Yeah. But lots of changes, we're no longer medical in Michigan. Everything's, we threw in the towel up there, but, we had a good run with a lot of great patients, and we got to perfect our craft.
Yeah.
So it was, if nothing less, it was or nothing more, it was training, so we got to really get our hands in and do what we love to do. So
that's what I like about your medicine, is that it truly is medicine. I think you're super dialed into like terps and knowing what people need, and and you have great products, and like there's high percentage of THC, but like the terps are there too. So,
and as we know, it's an entourage effect, right? You can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
So I think that's a really great thing to pay attention to detail like that. And I also like to say that I'm also a consumer of my own products. So I think that that's super important if you're going to,
100%.
So I think that we can always put that stamp on it, that if we know that whether it's clothing or cannabis, if we're putting it out, we want to wear it too, that we want to smoke it too. So why wouldn't we want the best? So,
for sure.
Absolutely.
What have you, Kente, found particularly challenging in all the changes and the pivots, and how are you overcoming them?
It's a day by day, every day with the challenges. I think most of it is just being knowledgeable. So trying to find out as much information that we can. This is new to us,
Yeah.
new territory. So every day, whether we piggybacking off each other ideas and different things, it's about being in a circle of good people that can get you the information
Yeah.
and learning. So I don't really look at it so much challenging. I think it's about just getting around the right people.
Sure.
It's been working for us. We do have challenges. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But I think if we can keep getting around the right people and the sources, we're gonna get over them. But yeah, we learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So
what type of experience do you want your customers coming into the store to have? How are you going to service them?
I want them to come in and feel welcome, like they're at home, and they can feel like they're a part of the brand. I think, I think it's one thing to just, go and buy clothing or something, but if you can feel like you're a part of what we're really doing, then I think that brings people closer to you, and that's why people love the brand. So.
Yeah. To me, I want to say that, first of all, I've always admired your guys' partnership. I think you work so well together. You both have a communication and understanding of each other that just like, we're going to make it work no matter what, and we understand that we have to do that collaboratively. You bring your perspective, Kente brings his perspective, and I just always loved your partnership. The other thing that I think you do, I'm really excited for you because I know that you both have come from a past where this has not been an easy road for you. You've both been to prison over cannabis crimes, you've navigated this OG market, you get into the medical space, and now here we are in this big emerging Minnesota market that has had all these roadblocks, right?
Yes.
You
ton of them.
guys are fucking the example of grit and resilience.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Hell yeah. And that's another reason why I'm tapped into you guys. Yeah.
For sure.
Seriously.
To piggyback on that, it's nice to hear some acknowledgement for that,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Because, and I think that's a thing in the industry where people feel like one brand may not want to work with the other, but at some point we have to acknowledge that there was a lot of grind that went into this, so. But congratulations to all the cannabis brands that are out here doing it. I talked to a few of these guys today that have made it to the finish line, and I couldn't cheer louder for them just because, it's incredibly hard, and I know this feeling personally. There's days that it's hard to get up and keep going and stuff. So so congratulations to everybody, and we're on our way too, and excited to bring Minneapolis some, quality products on, cannabis and clothing.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the consumption lounge. Because you guys have the best parties. Come on now. Every Frosted Lakes party, I am there. I love
absolutely.
it. Yeah, it's always good vibes, always good people, you know?
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun over the past couple years, and that's so funny that you pay such close attention that she caught that detail. We are putting a second level on top of the building for a consumption lounge.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. So very exciting, as well as, it sounds like we may have some more potential projects on the way. So this is kind of just, once we get our foot in the door, this is just going to go. So
yeah, and really speaks to the lifestyle aspect of it, right? We have good products. We know where our values are, and we stand on them. And now we're gonna have a good time.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. That's
as I
what it's all
put it,
about.
that we're at the top of the roller coaster now, right? So we've had the jitters, we've had the challenges, and now it's time to go down now.
And then come back up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Keep
So and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just very excited though. But yes, so that is in the plan to expand into a consumption lounge and. It's hard to predict the day by day, but a lot of big plans in the future here. So
talk about the grow a little bit. What kind of products are you going to be able to offer? Because I want to dive into that. Medicine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, anybody that knows Frosted Lakes knows that we do flower first. That's our niche. And some of our staple strains are coming with as well, from the Snow to goodness gracious, I can't even think a million more. But the Snow, anybody that knows the Snow knows.
Yeah.
For
sure.
So we're got it's a 3,000 square foot grow, okay, and we're gonna have the retail attached to the front there, so people will be able to come, kind of get everything
Big
on
space.
site. Absolutely,
Yeah.
very very blessed to work with the team that we have, you know, and I know that it's very hard to navigate and get in the position that we are right now. So very blessed and very fortunate. Shout out to the entire team that helped us get to this point right now.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Team is crucial. We talked about that already.
Seriously.
Yeah,
It's
man.
so important.
Make or break.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just keeping going, you know, especially after losing the last building. I feel like that was a big hurdle that could have really stopped a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you know, you just gotta keep pushing if you really want it. So and that's, you know, you gotta do it for the love of the game. So before anything, before cash, before any of this other stuff, you gotta do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
So
And for the love of the plant.
absolutely.
Let's not forget her. Let's not forget her.
No, and that's what I mean by the game. Like, it's because to me, this, you know, being in the industry as long as I have, it's been a quote unquote game. It's like understanding how to navigate.
Totally.
But yeah, we can't forget about MJ. You know, she's first and foremost. So, yeah, absolutely.
She's the queen.
You know,
Yeah.
you know.
Let them know something.
Go
Now,
ahead.
we do got a big event for those who's going to be in the Tennessee area. We're going to be vending at the Dukes and Boots Blues Festival down in Proctor, Arkansas. That's about 20 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee. Stop at the Frosted Lake booth if you guys are in the area. If you see this before then, it's Memorial Day weekend, so May the 23rd. But we'll have all the merch and clothes and stuff like that.
I
So
love
it'll
the
be really good.
motion. It's just like, it's not just here. Like, it starts in Michigan. It's in Minnesota. Now it's moving to Tennessee and Memphis.
Go to
you know
Atlanta.
what I mean? Like,
we're everywhere.
keep it going. I love that shit. Like, true hustler spirits, man. I just admire that so much, you know? What else do you guys want to say about Frosted Lakes and what you're going to have to offer?
Well, stay tuned. We will have a sale here soon. We were talking about doing some liquidating on a bunch of older products to prepare for a bunch of new stuff that we got coming.
Yeah.
Everybody knows for, you know, having the nice shirts, hats.
Yeah.
Probably be releasing some socks and some cooler other stuff.
Yeah,
At
right?
the party. All right, we're going to let you know this. Well, check it out, man. Y'all
collabs
know
with-
Frosted Lakes and Dava TC.
Dava,
We
yeah.
always do a collab. We will do a big one probably in June or July. Y'all stay tuned for the details.
I'm ready for the next pool party.
Okay.
Oh,
The
man.
pool party's coming.
That was on my mind. So.
The pool parties for sure, man. If
Yeah.
y'all been to any Frosted Lake party in the Twin City, y'all know how we rock.
Yes.
Y'all know how we've been putting these vendor things together, man. So show some respect.
Yeah, right? Hell yeah.
Yeah. To add on to that, it's funny that we've been talking about doing another pool party. So anybody that was there for the first one, you know, sold out event. I think everybody there had a great time. We made a lot of friends.
Time.
So yeah, a lot of stuff on the horizon. We're just gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Last, I want to kind of talk about education because I think that's a really big piece of, you know, having customers return and whatnot. So what are you doing in the store with education?
You know, that's a really good question. And so we've thought about kind of like a consulting area, right? Where you could make an appointment, and if you need a little more time or if you're a little unsure, then you could sit with one of our employees and you could, you know, get a little information and get a little education about it. So that was something that we thought about because, not everybody's at the same level. Not everybody knows the same thing. So, you know, and nobody wants to be rushed out of a store. So I think that that's something that we will consider is just having an area where, you know, you could take your time and learn something from Frosted Lake.
I think that'll be good because, you know, you, of course, have a pretty wide following. People know who you are. They're going to come shop with you because they know your products are exceptional and, you know, they know you as people and, you know, they, you know, known for all these things. But, like, you want new people coming too, right?
Absolutely.
And so I think it's nice to have a spot like that where you can come in and, like, here's our products, you know, like, let's walk you through it. Like, what are you looking for, you know, and just, like, really having that niche consultation kind of.
Yeah, like you said, we're doing high THC and terpenes. Not everybody needs that, you know, and some people do need that. They need really strong medicine, you know.
Are you going to be doing concentrates too?
Absolutely.
Okay, good,
yeah.
good,
We're
good,
going to be doing everything in-house.
Okay,
So,
love it.
we're very excited. It took a long time to really get this plan hammered down, and the city's in agreement, and they said they want Frosted Lakes to stay. So, so we're coming.
What have you come up against, like, through the licensing process? I know that's been also kind of a source of contention for you. You know, what challenges did you face there, and How are you?
I missed that first part you said.
The licensing part, I think, yeah, that was hard,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Even
talk a little bit about that. And
Yeah.
social equity.
Yeah.
The bill was designed to help restorative cannabis justice. And
Yeah.
why are we not getting that?
Right.
So-
Yeah. As social equity rolls out, it's really hard, right? Because you had to meet, you had to be in this perfect parameters
Right.
of, in order to make it, right?
Yeah.
And then when the people that did make it, it still really hasn't done anything, because everybody knows it's like to even do a micro is taking an immense amount of money and resources and attorneys and
Yeah.
things that, a lot of these guys that deserve to be in the industry don't have access to.
Right.
And what I've learned is dealing with some of these banks and stuff is they take cannabis money, but they don't give cannabis money.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's very challenging, and that's why I applaud anybody that makes it to the finish line, because really social equity doesn't mean a whole lot.
I have some mixed feelings about it because now I understand the way the law is written. You, as a social equity applicant, are to hold 65% of your company. And at the investment seminar that I went to yesterday, they're looking at trying to change that and lower that number. And I was like, no, why would you do that?
Right.
You open yourself up to this predatory lending and all these investors that want to come in and scoop up your company when you can't afford to pay them back on the timeline, and ooh, so scary and icky, right?
I feel like a lot of these big guys that's what they're waiting for,
Yeah,
right? Is
right.
because they understand this game, they know it well.
Yes.
A lot of these legacy growers that are coming from the, let's just say the traditional market, don't have,
Their pockets are deep enough to wait it out, too.
There you go. And that's the other thing, is they can drag you out for years and years. So I would just advise being very careful about, who you're working with, and if you can afford to, please have an attorney look at your paperwork, because it will protect you. Yeah, and it's challenging because a lot of these guys have not come from that world, so it's
or they've had bad experience with attorneys.
Exactly.
Let's be real,
yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So there's lots of different ways to look at it. So it's incredibly challenging, let alone understanding the rules and regulations, because what I interpret and what the OCM interprets are two entirely different things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you ever go to the mixers and stuff? I think sometimes those are kind of helpful. I think it's important, as much as you may not want to have those relationships with the people that you're are governing you. I think sometimes those are important. We talked about the importance of having relationships with the people in Columbia Heights.
Yes.
So I think that translates into the Office of Cannabis Management.
Yeah.
It translates to the legislator. It translates down to the Capitol. We need to enact and push the laws that are going to work for us.
Right.
Hey, this part isn't working for my business. How are you going to help me?
Right. Right.
They listen to their constituents.
Absolutely.
So
that's a really good way to look at it, and I think a huge thing, just like in life, is it's all about who you know, right, and building those relationships. But I'm not huge on the mixers. I try and make some of the bigger events and stuff like that, but also with my son and basketball, that keeps me plenty
How
busy.
is Dane?
He's wonderful. He's doing great. Last basketball season they just went 24-0.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
So yeah. So integrity and good hard work runs in the family.
Definitely does.
Absolutely.
It definitely does.
So.
Yeah, it carries through in everything that you guys do, and I just really love and admire you for that so much. I can't say it enough.
Absolutely.
I really love what you guys are doing. I will support you till the day I die. And thank you for always just being a friend to me too. I can pick up the call and talk to you.
Yeah.
So it's a nice
personal.
it's a nice place to
the
be.
Instagram one.
Yeah, exactly. And
somebody told us that yesterday. We met a couple people, and they were like, "Take the Instagram." We're like, "We not meet you on Instagram. We want your number."
Right?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah.
Right. We not meet you on Instagram. We meet you right here.
Exactly.
That's important.
Exactly. And I think that's part of also the appeal of you guys is that, when you come to a party, we're there too, and you can meet us and we'll run you through our products and, and we have a really cool shirt for you and, all the things, right?
Yeah.
So,
I look forward to doing that, especially I look forward to getting back to doing some of these events, right?
Yeah.
This
I've been
build out.
I've been
Okay,
missing you guys.
see, we love to hear that. That's what we need to know.
You guys.
Yeah. So it'll be very exciting to really get back to it and connect with people. So,
Yeah.
but doing this has taken everything out of us,
For
you know,
sure, I
is
get it.
seriously social
Yeah.
battery, financial, everything,
Totally.
spiritual. So
Right.
it's nice to just get a little recharge, and we're going to come back stronger than ever.
Yeah,
So.
of course you are. No doubt about it. No doubt about
We got
it.
some
Yeah.
stuff planned. Let me tell them.
Okay, tell me.
Before we get up out of here, we will, like I said, we got an event we're going to do with Dabba TC. We
Yeah.
always do them every year.
Love dabbing
Just got to
class.
cross
Yes.
out the T's and dot the I's and make sure everything's lined up correctly.
Yeah.
Because
Is
as
that
you
the
know,
end of this month?
Can't be at all these events. We can't.
Right.
You know, like you said, we're tied into what we're doing and focus on the purpose right
Yeah.
now. But other than that, we will still come out support people. You know, and when y'all see us, it's all love. Y'all know that
Yeah.
for sure. And we'll get back to it real soon.
I know you will. And Kente, you got your hand in so many things. Like, I need to come over, bring my laptop, and learn how
For
to day
sure.
trade. I need like a
Yeah.
3-day sesh of
Yeah.
like, we just pound
I
it
told
out
somebody
and
the
make a
other day,
bunch
they
of
was like,
money.
What do you do? And I'm like, well, I always start off with Frosted Lakes and everything. Then I'm like, man, y'all wouldn't believe if I go down the list of stuff that I actually do.
Right?
So
Airbnb, like,
we've
yeah,
done
so
everything.
much.
We've been everywhere.
Music, like,
Yep.
you are a talented musician.
Appreciate
And yeah.
we're going to keep it rocking, Molly. We
yeah.
got to do everything. Money got to
Love
be in
it.
every
Again,
single pot.
love that motion, man. Just don't ever stop.
Y'all stay frosty, man. You
Yeah,
know,
stay frosty.
Stay frosty.
Hell yeah.
Stay frosty for sure.
I know that's right. All right. Well, that's all the time we got, guys. You know what? One last thing,
Appreciate
though.
you.
Let's tell my audience where they can find you. Social media, location, all the things.
On IG, it's going to be frosted_lakes_MI, as in Michigan, where we started at. But we're here in Minnesota. We love it. This is our home. Facebook, you can find us, Facebook.com/Frosted Lakes. Our website is frosted-lakes.com. That's frosted-lakes.com. And I think that's pretty much it. We'll be in Columbia Heights here, Central and 40th. Like across the street from the plaza that's over there. So
yeah.
right
Soon
downtown.
to be city to city, coast to coast, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
By the time we get
That's
this
right.
next interview, hopefully we'll have multiple stores. So that's what we shooting for.
Hey.
So y'all just stay tuned.
Love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for being here. So good to see you again. Yeah. I'm glad that you like came out from under your rock
Of course, you know it. Yeah, absolutely.
to come talk to me.
You know,
So-
it's always love for you, Molly.
Yeah,
so you
thank
supported us
you.
since day one. so
Yes,
anything
man,
that we
I
can do
love
for
guys.
you, we're coming.
I love what you
So,
stand for, everything. I just, man, I can't say enough good things.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. All right. That's it with Frosted Lakes. We are checking in day one from NECANN. Stay tuned for all this incredible content. Peace.